بسم الله الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ما يهده الله فلا مضل له وما يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد. So, as some of you know, I mean, it's pretty late now, but some of you know I've been going back and forth with this Nasir Haddadi on YouTube. And I'm not the type of person to go back and forth and do the back and forth thing, to be honest. I don't like that, especially when it comes to religion. And, because the Muslims generally, they really, especially in our time, there's not really much in terms of knowledge and manners, right? But this guy, right, what he did was so incredibly stupid and rude, right, that I had to go after him, right? I mean, I felt an obligation. I didn't have to. I just felt an obligation to go after him. And I did, okay? And rightfully so, I believe, right? And actually, everybody I talked to, they said, yeah, you had the right to do that. This man went on YouTube publicly, okay? He's not black. You can tell he's not black by the way he speaks, okay? And he went and he essentially called all the Black Lives Matter, the enemies of Allah, okay? That's the first thing. He said that they're enemies of Allah. And we as Muslims don't run behind sodomites, moving when they move and all this kind of nonsense that he says. So I, basically put him on blast for that, right? On blast, okay? Now, long story short, I see now that this guy, right, he has an issue, right? But I didn't know that he was with Salafi Inc. I really didn't. I might be naive or whatever. And a couple of weeks ago, when the whole George Floyd thing popped off, there was a Somalian kid from Ottawa who made these very, very rude statements about black people. Very rude statements about black people. Incredibly rude about how the miswak is more important to him than this man that got killed, right? And the wiping over the leather socks and how many dates, you eat in the morning is more important to him than the life of this man that died. Things like this. That's what he's saying, right? So now we're doing this back and forth thing, okay? We're doing this back and forth thing. And me, like I said, I don't do the back and forth thing. I just don't. I don't like it, right? It's not good for the Muslims. It's not good for your sanity or anything like that. So I'm telling this guy, take that video down. Somebody's going to get hurt, right? And I look on my YouTube, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what happened. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Look what these guys did. Salafi Inc. Salafi Inc. Look. You know who this is? Ilyas Aydurus from Ottawa did this. Ilyas Aydurus, the same guy who went on Nasir Haddadi's channel to give this long refutation on Sheikh Tahir Wyatt. Look what he did. Look. After I put the clip of him, basically standing up, I'm giving him props. I'm rating him, I'm basically telling him, look, you did you're thanking him, whatever. That's what I put up. Look what he did. Look. You see this? You see this? If this is not hizbiyah, there's no such hizbiyah in the dunya. I didn't say anything, but I didn't even mention Ilyas Aydurus at all, period. I told the brother Nasir humbly remove that rude video. That's all I said. Remove that rude video. That's all I said. You know, if black people, if you see black people and you tell black people that their families are the enemies of Allah running around under the banner of sodomites in this environment, somebody's going to get hurt. That's who these people are, bro. That's who these people are. You know, ride or die, no matter what. Ride or die. It doesn't make a difference. Truth, haq, batil, no problem. You know what I mean? That's how they are. Truth, haq, look at this. So they legit put, look at this. They put a strike on my channel. Legit. A strike for Nasir humbly. For Nasir humbly. So now I'm trying to even upload my response to his nonsense, right? Because this is like, I told him in my response, the one I'm uploading, I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. I'm not trying to make a career of refuting you like Haji and Shamsi. I ain't going out like that. Okay, it's my last response to you, right? Take that video down, or you're gonna see for yourself. Because these people, man. Let me tell you something, black people. Let me tell you something, black people. How many years are you gonna keep playing yourself? Salafi Inc. don't love you. You kidding me? You got these black people in Salafi Inc. allowing this. Straight up allowing this. You got these black people in Salafi Inc. who let this South Asian perpetrator, he hates his own race. He's a race hater. You think if he hates his own race, he's gonna love us? Come on, man. How many times are you gonna play yourself? First it was Abu Khadija. Then it was Musa Richardson. Then it was Hassan Somali. Now this Nasir Hanbali too? Him too? Are you kidding me? When are you guys gonna wake up and smell the coffee, man? When are you guys gonna really wait? When are you gonna really realize that these guys are playing you? They don't care about you. They don't love you. But you love them. You love the people who are trying to destroy your communities. And how long are you going to keep doing that? How long are you going to keep playing these games? You know, since white people brought the first slaves to America, since that time, white supremacy has been in full effect. Since the 1960s, since COINTELPRO, we've had more than our share of infiltrators, of spies, of provocateurs. We all know this. We know this and we understand this. So now here we go again. You know, very minimum, this guy, he could have changed the video. You know, if he really cared about black people that much. You know, the Black Lives Matter are the enemies of Allah. He made this fatwa all on his lonesome, all by himself. And you eat it up. You just eat it up. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna, yeah, exactly. Until they discover they've been duped. Like why? Like why do we do this to ourselves? We have to love ourselves. These people don't love us. They don't care. These people, you know, here's the problem with black people, okay? We see somebody, you know, run a few lines in Arabic and he wears a shmag and a thobe and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, we're mesmerized. You know what I mean? Yeah, at the very least, he could have changed the title. Minimum. Very least, he could have changed the title. He didn't do that. Very minimum, he could have at least cut out that part, running behind sodomites. You know, all this nonsense. Not once did he didn't even mention George Floyd's name. He didn't have the courage to mention his name. He didn't mention that he's with the oppressed. Not even that. Not even that. This is the one you're going to take knowledge from? Look what he said about Shadid Muhammad. Shadid Muhammad daily is standing up for you, and you're betraying him for these idiots. Sheikh Tahir, he's in it, teaching us, teaching our people, and you betraying him for these idiots. These people are all about themselves. They're all about themselves. Listen, we've been through it with Abu Khadija for 20 years. 20 years. 20 years ago, whatever they were 20 years ago is the same thing that they are now. The same position. They have not moved an inch. Are you going to do that for another 20 years with Salafi Inc.? Two sides of the same coin. They do exactly the same thing. You tell me what's the real difference? Pure Haddadiyah. Go right now online and read the characteristics of a Haddadi. And you tell me these people are not Haddadi. Legit Haddadis. They refute, if Spubs refutes Tahir, Salafi Inc. will refute Tahir. If Spubs refutes Shadid, Salafi Inc. will refute Shadid. If Spubs refutes Yasser Qadi, Salafi Inc. will refute Yasser Qadi. Well, what's the difference? It's copy-paste. There's literally no difference between their manhaj. Nothing. Nothing. You know? The funny thing is, I'm subscribed to Nasir Hanbali's channel. His translations are awesome. His translations are real nice, But his refutations, they're garbage, total nonsense. All of them. Total nonsense. So now this is what they're doing now. Look, the brave people of Salafi Inc. Look. Strike on my YouTube. Look, remove my video. Look, mashallah, brave. This is brave. These are the brave defenders of the dawah. The brave defenders of the dawah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The brave defenders of the dawah. Is that bravery? I mean, and you too. Is that bravery? Does that look like bravery to you? Are these the people you want to give you dawah? They can't even stand up for themselves? That's what they do? Censorship? And that is actually what they do. they do actually do censorship. If you know what I mean? Like me, I honestly, I'm the type of person, I prefer unity over disunity. But haq is haq. Haq is haq. Truth is truth. You know what I mean? They come specifically to destroy black communities. Even if they block you, alhamdulillah, it's a blessing from Allah. You know what I mean? Honestly, we need to, put our feet down. Black people need to love each other, man. Nobody else is going to love us. Like, straight up, nobody. We need to start defending each other, standing up for each other. You know what I mean? Because nobody else is going to do it. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, watch my videos, watch my refutations of Nasir Hanbali. Go watch them right now. Look what they did to my videos. The amount of trolls they sent. The amount of comments, rude comments, the rudest comments you can think of. And go read their comments, go read my comments. You'll see night and day. Not even in the bab of respecting your elders. You know, I'm older than these guys, for sure, 100%, the way that they speak. Not even from they don't have elders. They don't respect their elders at all. And they're talking about defending the manhaj. They ain't defending no manhaj. They're defending themselves. They're about themselves. You know what I mean? They're pure callers to Hizbiyah. Pure callers to Hizbiyah. And here's the thing. Here's the mind control behind it. Every one of these guys, these Haddadis, they have like whatchamacallit, a script. I know, because I was with Troy for many years. You know, you have to stick to the athar. You have to stick to the fahm salaf. You know, stick to the aqwal of ulama. And we're with the ulama. And Sheikh Saleh Fawzan said, and Sheikh Rabi' said, you know, and Sheikh Ubaid said, and they repeat it over and over and over, you know, and kulla bid'atin dalala, and kulla dalalatin finnar. Does kulla mean some or kulla mean all? All the bid'ah is in the nar. This is typical brainwashing scare tactics. So what they're really trying to say is that, this is what they're trying to say. We are the firqat al-najiyah. We are the ta'af mansura. We are the saved sect and the successful group. That's us. If you are not with us, then you will be in the hellfire. You know, and when somebody speaks about them, they're not speaking about, you know, the brothers at Salafi Inc. or the brothers at Troy or the brothers at Spurs. No. They're not speaking against Abu Khadija or Nasir Hambi. No, what are they doing? They're speaking against the Salafis. They're speaking against Ahlul Sunnah. They're speaking against, these are all brainwashing tactics. And you go for it. You go for it because you chumps. You know what I mean? And you need to stop chumping yourself. You need to know, like most of us black folk, right? We have like backgrounds where we can recognize game. We recognize it. But when you become Muslim, all of a sudden, all that recognition of game just goes out the window because you can't think that a Muslim would betray you. And these are the most treacherous people in the dunya. Absolutely treacherous. Playing with your religion. Playing with it. They're saying that Tahir is separating you from the scholars. No, they are the ones who are separating you from the scholars. Name one scholar that's been in Salafi Inc. the last year, last 2 years, last 3 years. One. Name one scholar that's been at Spubs last 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Tahir ain't separating for you no alim. They're the ones who are separating you from the ulama. And you go for it because they say it to you all the time. This is like Gestapo, Nazi mind control propaganda tactics. Like straight up, it's no difference. No difference. Mind control tactics. You know, if you say a lie once, it's a lie. If you say a lie 1,000 times, it's the truth. That's what they're doing to you. They're separating you from the ulama. They're speaking against the Salafis. They speak against Ahlul Sunnah. They're talking against Ahlul Sunnah. And you must follow the manhaj of the Salaf. And if they don't follow the manhaj of the Salaf, and whoever takes a position as Sheikh Rabi', then he takes a position against the Sunnah. All this mind control. Mind control. So now, you have Sheikh Tahir Wyatt, Sheikh, Doctor, Mufti Munir, Masters, Dr. Bilal Phillips, PhD. But because they said the same thing over and over and over again, you can legit go seek knowledge from Nasir al-Hanbali. Nasir al-Hanbali. Who is Nasir al-Hanbali? Who is he really? I want to know. Does anybody know who this guy is? Look at my channel right now. Go look. I'll show you. I'll show you right now. Watch. I'll show you. Look. Strike at it, right? Man, watch my videos. Okay, watch. These are the 2 refutations I did on them. Look what they did. Look at the likes and the dislikes. Look at that. Every troll in the dunya they can find. Look. Look, every troll in the dunya they can find. Because you think I'm doing this for likes and dislikes. Even me, I know that by doing this stuff, I'm putting my life legit in danger. Legit. I know these guys. I know Spubs. I know Troy very well. Right? I know how these people work. Salafi Inc., they're no different. Literally no different. Okay? No different. Very, very, very Hizbi. Very Hizbi. Very Hizbi. Okay? You know, they ride or die together. It doesn't make a difference. It does not make a difference. You know what I mean? They ride and it's like it's like a sick marriage, man. It's like Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I mean? Bonnie and Clyde, these people. Salafi Inc. is Spubs, and Spubs is Salafi Inc. Just because they have infighting doesn't mean that the manhaj is different. You know what I mean? 20 years, what have they really brought you? 20 years. You'll keep doing this for another 20 years. None of your kids will be hufaz the Quran. None of your kids will memorize Arba'in an-Nawawi. But they're more than happy to take your money for the masjid. More than happy. You know? They always need... And you, like chumps, when you can't feed your kids, you'll give your money to the masjid because it's sadaqat al-jariyah. Sadaqat al-jariyah. Sadaqat al-jariyah for the masjid, that's going to feed your kids. That's going to pay your rent. What have they given you? Every masjid, the Ikhwani masajid, even the Shia masajid are giving to their communities. Now, in COVID-19. What have they given you? Find these people that are benefiting from the brotherhood at Salafi Inc. and Troy and Spubs. Find them for me that are benefiting from them. The ones who could not pay the rent and then Troy came through. And the ones who could not buy their food for the kids and then Salafi Inc. came through. Find them. Where are they? Are you here? Are you here? These people are agents. Do you know what I'm telling you? They're agents. They're agents. Their only goal is to make sure that black people do not do anything successful. Period. I don't know how else to tell you that. Like straight up, I don't know how else to tell you. Like in a plain manner. I was with Troy for years. I was there with them right from the beginning. I saw Troy morph from an organization that was calling so many people to Islam and getting shahadas on a daily basis. Hundreds, and I would say even thousands of people took shahada from Troy. Thousands even. And I saw it go from that to no more shahadas. But you know what? We're on the manhaj as-salaf. We're on the manhaj as-salaf. We're upon the manhaj as-salaf. We are the firqat al-najiyah. We are Ta'af Mansour. Now, please, don't forget to donate to the masjid of the Salafis. That's your religion. Your religion is Manhaj as-Salaf, donate to the masjid. That's our ibadah, day and night. And I'd rather see my son come out the house of a brothel than to see him coming out of the house of a mubtadi, of an innovator. And guess what? Your sons come out of the houses of the brothels now. Because at least they're Salafi. They're Furqat al-Najiyah. You've been played. Okay? You done been had. You've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been tricked. Okay? You've been run amok. That's the reality. That is the reality. Salafi Inc., Salafi events, just the opposite side of the coin of Spubs and Troid. Same game, different name. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you that. Go now. Watch my videos on this guy, Nasir Hanbali. Watch them. Watch them. Then watch his responses. And see if I'm wrong. This guy's going to get somebody hurt. These people are so... they care about following so much. They don't care about the truth or the community, period. No care for the Muslims at all. At all. They care about their following. They care about money. That's it. That's why they throw people under the bus so quickly. How is a little kid going to be refuting Tahir Wyatt without a single shred of evidence? Not one. But he's upon the manhaj of Salaf. Upon the manhaj of Salaf. These people are they're snakes. They're very, very wicked, evil people. Very wicked, evil people, man. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. They're just wicked, wicked people. Everything they touch, they destroy. They don't build a single thing. Nothing. They don't build anything. But they're manhaj salaf. And when you tell them that the Muslims should unite, what did they tell you? You're a mumayyid. You're upon tamiyya. That's the manhaj of Ikhwan and Muslimin. You will find, literally, so many hadith and ayat in the Quran stressing brotherhood, stressing unity, putting legit stress on unity, brotherhood, coming together, giving the salam, returning the salam. Every single, ayat and hadith about unity, they have an excuse. The Prophet ﷺ said, return the salam. They say, do not give the salam to the mubtadi. The Prophet ﷺ said, listen to this hadith, Muslim, kullu Muslim ala Muslim haram. Kullu Muslim ala Muslim haram. Right? Every Muslim to the other Muslim is haram. Dam'uhu, his blood. Wa ma'alahu, his wealth. Wa irduhu, his honor. Do you know what I'm getting at? If the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the blood of the Muslims, like right now, can any of you imagine going and shedding the blood of the Muslims? Most of you will say no. So he mentions the blood. Can any of you imagine right now going and stealing the wealth of Muslims? Most of you, or all of you will say no. I can't imagine going and stealing my brother's wealth. But you're willing and ready on a daily basis to go into the honor of other Muslims. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the honor with blood and wealth. This is the tarbiyah that they're giving you.